Greetings, friends, and welcome. Bob Mosher here. As you can see in the bottom left corner there, I am the co-host or one of the co-hosts of this upcoming 2025 Five Moments Need Summit to be held on May 13 to 14 here in Charlotte, North Carolina, my hometown. I'm so honored that you've chosen to sit through this for the next several minutes, but our intent here, friends, is to really help you understand the remarkable value of the 2 days we hope you'll spend with us. We get that nowadays budgets are tight. We get that going away from work, which is one of the philosophies of workflow learning, to spend time away from work has to be on the most critical things, has to be on something that you can argue is valuable, but at the same time is. And we want you to understand what we feel is the uniqueness of this event and why we would love to see you in Charlotte in May. So let me cover a couple key points, and hopefully this will be something that you can go back and think about. By all means, reach out to us if you have questions or want to go deeper in any of these. First point, friends, is that it is a summit. You know, I do conferences, if you've seen me or Con for years, forever. And there is a place for conferences. We totally get that. This is not one. And we're not meant to compete with them. This is only 100 to 150 people. We don't go beyond that. We cut it off because we know your time is incredibly valuable. And we know that you want to come to something that's very different than a conference, because there is plenty of those that serve a great need. The idea of the summit is that it's just what a summit is defined as. It is not breakouts. It is not keynotes. It is not a vendor expo, which again are fine. It is all of the opposite of those. It is a small cohort. You are asked to do work. You will be involved in things. You will prepare before you get there. You will have takeaways, actual takeaways that you'll build with colleagues that when you go back, you can apply immediately. The 2 days you spend with us has to be that valuable, or why would you come, right? So it is a summit of peers that are all, including myself and others, trying to do the 5 moments of need workflow learning effectively. If that is your charge in 25, you have to be here because that's what this event will be about. Number two, then it obviously involves planning. You don't just sign up, get a hotel, and come. There are 2 virtual sessions before we get there that we will do as a cohort to plan what we do on site, right? This is a build your own event. And so you will be involved in what are called hackathons. This is one of my favorite parts of this event. 2 mornings of the first of the 2 days are full of hackathons where you build stuff. You'll sit in groups with your peers. You'll be facilitated by expert facilitators that will help you work through, not just talk about a problem, not just share best practices, which is great, but actually have to work to a deliverable so that when you leave, get this, friends, you'll walk away with 12 tools that will be shared out, that you'll be able to begin working with. So when you get back to your organization, you will have a plan and you will have things that you can use. This is something we're incredibly excited about this year that we're adding. This is our 5th year. Last year, we had thought leaders come and attend, and some of whom are speaking. You'll see them in a moment. Last year, and the overwhelming feedback was they were remarkable. And having time with them, that's another big deal about this format, you guys, is they'll be at the event the full 2 days. They don't just come, speak, and leave, which keynotes, frankly, often do. And we get it, right? Our keynotes, if you will, these 4 remarkable colleagues of yours and thought leaders, they hang out the whole 2 days. You see them at breakfast, lunch, in your groups, at nighttime, at the hotel, right? We have asked them to do a little more this year than last because the insights they gave last year in like 20-minute learning bursts, we called them, were remarkable, but everyone said, we have to go deeper. We have to do something with these people. We want their knowledge, but we also want to take away and have time to do stuff. Here, there's a theme here, right? Build stuff. So look at the 4 on your screen. Angie Hubert, what a remarkable learning leader for Meta, if you know the organization. They have been in a multi-year project around learning content management. Single source publishing. This sound familiar, friends, at all? If you've been in the industry a while, she's going to share her remarkable work and with her colleague, actually have you start thinking about it for your organization and give you a plan. Number 2, AI. Ever heard of the acronym? Josh Cavalier is finished a remarkable book, which he'll talk about and have at the conference, but he's doing a tailored workshop for us about AI relative to 5 moments of need. How do we use it intentionally to help us do 5 moments workflow learning quicker, but also start embedding it in what we do. Just a remarkable thought leader and an incredible workshop. Dr. Jack Phillips. If you don't know the guy's name, you've not been in the business, because you've heard of the 5 levels of evaluation. And he and his wife, Dr. Patty Phillips, they are the thought leaders globally in this, have been for decades. Jack's going to be with us for 2 days and do a workshop on business impact in difficult times. I would pay to have 90 minutes with Jack if that's all I did. And then, of course, the man, Dr. Conrad Gottfredson, is going to take us on an advanced journey with Sue Reber, one of our senior consultants, on the methodology. Enable. How do we do this well? Again, a remarkable workshop. Friends, those 4 things alone and having time with those people, I would spend money to do, because when else will you get that? And the takeaways, as we've asked these 4 wonderful colleagues to do, will be remarkable. And then lightning rounds. One of the most common things people ask for at conferences are examples, right? We want credible examples. We want to see peers who are doing this. Show us your work. What'd you learn? Good, bad, and ugly. We have these things called lightning rounds and sip and shares in the evening. Lightning rounds during the day, sip and shares in the evening, where that's exactly what will happen. 6 wonderful organizations will share their best practices, and you'll get to talk to them the entire 2 days. We have what's called our technology cohort. That's our technology sponsors, if you will, not Expo, but sponsors who are involved in the conversation, who do this stuff every day. A digital coach, technology is a part of this journey, friends. And so they will help us with that and share best practices from their clients and their work as well. This is the most transformational thing in my 42 years I've ever seen. Hopefully you can tell I'm incredibly passionate about this. We have seen 5 moments of need enable, transform learning organizations from training organizations, the classic L&D, to performance organizations that impact bottom line and actually can measure ROI and other things. Friends, these 2 days are a part of that transformation, and you'll hang with 100+ colleagues who have done it and are doing it and have experts in the room as well to talk to about this stuff. I don't think there's a better way to talk more about this than to let the man himself talk about what he has learned in this. So I'd like to add Dr. Con Gottfredson to the stage and let him tell you from his heart, from his journey, why this is so transformational. Here we go.
What an honor it is to invite you to join us at our summit this year. Bob has told you all about it, but I want to just share with you why it makes sense for you to come. The Enable methodology is a methodology that we've spent the last 5 decades developing, and it is a methodology that enables the 5 moments of need. And the whole purpose behind that is to make a difference in the lives of employees, to bless their lives, help them, to enable them to perform effectively on the job so that their organizations that hired them can succeed. And there isn't an methodology, an instructional design methodology on the earth more powerful, more effective, more efficient, more agile than the Enable methodology. It is just the most comprehensive, powerful instructional methodology on earth today for organizational learning, not necessarily institutional learning, but organizational learning. Very different than how we learn in schools. We have to learn to perform. So please come and let's change the world. Let's change how organizations, how your organization learns, performs, and adapts at the 5 moments of need. It will be worth every minute of your time. Look forward to seeing you and spending some time with you in a very important conference, our summit, coming up soon.
Change the world. Who doesn't want to do that, right? Who in this business hasn't gotten into it to do that? Wouldn't you love to hang for 2 days with that guy and other experts and other colleagues deep into this, friends? That's what the summit's about. That's what we're inviting you to. I would be honored. We would be honored to see you in Charlotte on, let me get there in the slide, May 13th to 14th. If you have any questions, visit the website, email us, set up time with us to talk. We'd love to explore what you're doing, why it might be of value, and why we hope to see you there in May. Friends, thanks so much. We'll hopefully again see you there, and can't wait to change the world. in May. Be well, friends. Thanks.